Hey guys, welcome back. Today is kind of an exciting one, and thank you, John, for sending this in. I don't know what the heck was up with FedEx, but they actually found my house this time. It was a day late, but typically FedEx delivers next door. And next door's front door is on the side street. So it's a totally different name street. So I don't know why FedEx, generally speaking, delivers to my neighbor next door. But this time they found me, and it was a day late, so don't know about that, but hey, whatever. So thanks for sending this in, John. I really do appreciate it, because I can't buy one of these right now. And John has already told me that I can't buy it from him. I have bought one from him that he loaned in, but he said, no, I can't do that this time. So anyway, obviously this is a Spyderco. Obviously you've seen the title, and you graciously clicked on the link, and you came to the video. So this is the Spyderco Tanto PM2, and we'll just get it out of the way right now. It's pretty exciting. It's the first Tanto that Spyderco's made. This is a Blade HQ exclusive. So, and they're sold out right now. I do understand that they are going to have more, but right now it is a Blade HQ exclusive. And some people have a problem with exclusives. I don't know that I do. I've bought some other Spyderco exclusives. The Endura with the Damascus. And I have the Delica to go with it. That was a dealer exclusive. This was also a dealer exclusive, the glow-in-the-dark Delica. So I don't have a problem with exclusives, but I have heard a lot of people having issues with exclusives. So this is a compression lock. And let's just dive into my normal kind of spiel, and then we'll talk about it. So closed length is 4 3/4. Overall length is 8 1/4. The blade length is 3.4, and the edge is 3.1. This is a CPM S30V steel that is 0.144 thick, with an overall thickness of 0.454, minus the clip, of course. And it weighs in at 4.2 ounces. And it is a compression lock. And those of you that are not familiar with a compression lock, it's very similar to a liner lock, except it's on the back side of the blade. The liner lock is kind of in this side of the blade, the cutting edge side of the blade, whereas a compression lock is very similar, but it is on the back side of the blade. So, and I did a video, I've done another PM2 before, and I'll link to that video down below, that was just a standard PM2. And I did a teardown of that also, where I kind of explained more of the compression lock. So this is not only neat because it's the first Tanto, but it's all blacked out. Blade's a little dirty there. CPM S35. I'm not 100% sure what the 13V is. That I'm not sure. Nice G10 type scales. They do a lanyard barrel, so it's not just a hole, but it is a tube that goes all the way through, which is kind of cool. And you can see inside it has the nested compression lock. So it has some strength in there. And then there is a nested liner on the show side, which is skeletonized, so that what gets you some of the lightweightedness. It is all blacked out, which I really like. I wish that they blacked out the liners and the compression lock and all of this. That would just be really cool. And they have done that before on, I think, well, to my knowledge, and I'm sure there's more, they did do one for Terra Fanatic. I'm sorry, the Nut and Fancy project. They did a exclusive for him that was a dragonfly, and it had a blacked out lock back. So they have done it before. I don't know if they've done it with this compression lock before, but that would have just been a little bit over the top for me. That would have just pushed it right over the edge for me. Now you can Spidey Flick it. I kind of suck at Spidey flicking. I need to use some wrist because I don't have the technique down. But you can do that. I just typically do my Spydercos with the thumb. One weird, if you're used to doing a thumb deployment like that, what is a little bit odd on a compression lock is you feel the compression lock. So when it's not deployed, it's, you know, kind of in the far left-hand side. And as you deploy it, it springs off to the right. So you can feel that right here on your finger. You feel that lock kind of spring over. So it's a little weird. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's not going to bite you. It's just a thing that you have to get used to. Every time I thumb flip a compression lock, it feels a little funny. And I'm like, oh, I forgot. So Spidey Flick would be a better way to do it, but I'm not a great Spidey Flicker. But yes, this is a Blade exclusive. These are out of stock. They're just over 200 bucks-ish. I think it's worth it. I just, the coolness factor of it being a Tanto is awesome. I just didn't jump on the bandwagon in time to get my own. And these have kind of been out for a couple of weeks now, so I'm kind of behind the curve on a video even. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get some good views. But it's, I don't know. I think it's just cooler than the normal blade. Now this is a Delica, but very similar blade to the standard PM2. A little bit different size. I don't know, just something about the Tanto blade is more visually appealing to me, for whatever that's worth, right? I just love the look of it much better. I think for me, this would be a much better knife than a standard PM2. Plus I like it all blacked out. So when they do come out with another version or the next batch, I may try to get in on it. Now it comes out of the box in this fashion with tip down, but you can switch it to tip up, left or right-handed. Although you could flip it open with your left hand. I'm not sure that it would be, because the compression lock, I guess you can, and you lefties can tell me if you use compression locks. It would just be different, but it would be different with a frame lock also. So yeah, whatever. So let's do a couple size comparisons. We'll do it backwards just because of the way the clip sits. So here's your Sharpie. We've already kind of pulled out the Delica, so we'll just pull that out there at the same time. And yeah, it is a little bit skewed because the camera is looking towards. But I have looked at some mounts to change the camera angle, so I got to play with that a little bit and see what is what. And since we pulled it out before, let's do the Enduro. Kind of do some Spydercos here. So the Enduro is a little bit longer. Totally different kind of shape though. I mean, similar shape, but the Enduro kind of really curves down more, I think, than the PM2. These feel great in the hand. And one last one, the Chris Reeve Large Sebenza 21. And most of the people here, I'm sure you have already seen some reviews on the PM2, right? It's been the hot knife of the last month. It really feels great in the hand. Where the clip is, I would turn it around so that it would be tip up carry. But there's not really a hot spots here. It has a good amount of jimping on the back here, but not too much. Just enough to kind of get your thumb in there. There is some jimping on the front side too, so you can choke up on it, and it really feels good there. If you needed to do some delicate work, do some cutting, precision cutting, there's a lot of ways to grip this. Even in a reverse grip, it's fairly comfortable. The clip is a little uncomfortable on the fingertips, but that would probably change with reversing the clip. All in all, I think this is a great knife. I like this a lot better than the standard PM2. I had a PM2 for a little bit. My buddy sent it in for review and I ended up keeping it. Or did I buy it right before he sent it in? I don't remember. But I enjoyed the PM2, but I kind of sold that one off pretty quick. But this one, I don't know. I love the blacked out look, and I love a Tanto blade. That is kind of my, in most knives, I do prefer the Tanto. Some knives I think are just a little bit more sexy looking with a drop point. But in general, this is absolutely good to go. And if John hadn't have so quickly said nope, as soon as I said that I liked it, he's like, nope. I'm like, all right, okay. So I need to watch Blade HQ and probably pick myself up one of these when and if they get another batch, because I think it's that cool. So thanks for watching, guys. I do greatly appreciate it. As always, have yourselves a fantastic day. There will be another video tomorrow, as always. And just keep watching, keep commenting, keep liking, subscribing, all of that jazz as we grow the channel. Thanks for hanging on for the ride. Spyderco is very near and dear to me. So again, thanks, John, for sending this in. I did get some other knives from you today, and I will get those going as well. So thanks, guys. Greatly appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.